Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, evening, night, wherever you might be. So I just wanted to make a quick video about some of the fabrics I've been working on and kind of relay a little bit of information that might help you have a better experience purchasing some of these fabrics. So I sell designs through Spoonflower, so I've currently got the mall fabric. I've actually got two versions of that now, so I have a more saturated version that I just put up. The original, which I actually just updated, so there is a new link for that, which I've been updating on all my platforms. Unfortunately, I can't update on Twitter. You can only delete and post. I can't edit, so that's kind of a bummer. So I've been going through and re-uploading the correct URLs for that fabric. I do have of course the splatter fabric up, and now the Aztec design, so that yellow and black design. Now I've had pretty good success with the fabrics, but I was contacted by two different people. One of them who had just informed me that Spoonflower tends to print more of a charcoal gray on some of their fabrics. They didn't order my fabric, they were just telling me. And then I had someone who did order my fabrics who ordered one of the jersey materials that tends to print more charcoal than like a deep rich black. And I contacted Spoonflower about this. It's been an issue since as long as they existed, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's just how it prints on some of the fabrics. So with that being said, please purchase a test swatch before you buy like a yard or multiple yards of fabric, because it's not cheap. And if it isn't printing exactly how you want, if it does print that more charcoal or even washes out the colors a little bit, you don't want to be out a lot of money. It's easier to order a few test swatches in different materials, see which one you like the best, and then go ahead and order. It does take longer, but I feel like people will be more satisfied in the end with what they're getting. That being said, I did order some test fabric myself in different materials to see kind of how it's printing on certain fabrics versus others. So I tried to see how this would look on video, and unfortunately you can't really tell. I really need to try and get some good photos with like my actual camera, but I can't upload photos to Spoonflower, which is another issue that they have known about for a really long time and haven't really addressed. So for product photos, just visit my Instagram or Facebook. Like one of the jersey, like the spandexy jersey, that's more like a swimsuit material. I ordered all my designs in that, and that prints beautifully. Prints a nice rich black. Colors are nice and saturated. But like the modern jersey, which is more like t-shirt material, tends to print a little more washed out. The blacks look like charcoal gray. I mean, to me, I really like how it looks. It's pretty black to me. For me, it looks to me like the blacks, like the ink and material, reflect the light rather than absorbing the light, just like the jersey material or the spandex material absorbs the light. And the cotton also does that. It kind of washes out the colors slightly, and it does print the blacks more like a charcoal gray. So I did make a more saturated version of my mall fabric, as I mentioned earlier. So this is for anyone who either just wants the more saturated version, or if you are purchasing maybe a cotton or the modern jersey, like the knit jersey. It'll hopefully help the colors be nice and bright and not wash out at all. So get test swatches, see what you like, see how it prints, make sure you're happy with it before you commit to one fabric type. Then the other thing that I wanted to go over, so I do have plans to I want to try and make Hopper's shirt design, and I actually want to try and make Max's shirt, like the stripes. Like, it's not hard, but it's not been a priority, so it's something I'll work on and maybe eventually do and hopefully offer for sale. I have gotten requests occasionally for making the mall fabric or other designs into various scale. So like making the design smaller for different applications. Unfortunately, I have not gotten a consistent request for the same type of scale. I'll get, someone who's like, hey, can you make this in 1/3 scale? Can you make this in half scale? Can you make this, extremely tiny scale? And right now the answer is no, unless I feel like it. Because it costs money and time for me to do that. I don't just click a button and suddenly it's smaller. I have to actually open up my design file, create a new file, and now start creating the smaller version of the fabric. So it does take time. And then in order for me to release that for sale, I do also have to purchase a test swatch for myself before I can actually let the public buy the fabric. So it costs time and it costs money. So I'm not doing something like that for free, unless like with the Hopper fabric design, I've gotten so many requests for it where I'm like, okay, if I make this, it will definitely get purchased. Versus, like a random 1/3 scale design of my fabric might or might not get purchased. It's like one person's going to buy the fabric, but that's not enough to make me want to actually design a smaller scale version. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're interested in having me make a different scale version of one of the fabrics, or do something custom, I don't work for free. You will have to pay for that. And right now I am not taking on any projects, even paid projects, because I'm about to become quite nocturnal for a few months, and I'll be very, very busy, so I don't have time for projects. That being said, though, if you're interested, you can always message me, and then I can let you know if it's something I can do or not do, or in like a price range, and then when I can even start on it. But I have to look out for myself right now and my health, and make sure I'm in good shape and can survive these next few months. All right, so we went over fabric, and unfortunately I can't do anything about some of the fabrics not printing true black. Purchase test swatches. I highly recommend it. I do it for my own designs all the time, even after I have them released for sale, because when I want to purchase a fabric, I want to know how it's going to print. I also want to feel the fabric. That's really important. So a good example of that is like the Kona cotton, which is now the Petal Signature cotton. So when I got the Kona cotton, I got my test swatch and it felt awesome. It was like, yeah, this is perfect. Anyway, so then when I ordered my multiple yards of the fabric and get it in and start sewing with it, it's very stiff. Compared to what I was expecting, which isn't the worst thing. So it's like a nice dense weave, but it is stiffer than what I expected. Or material might be like thinner or thicker than you expect. I know with like the jersey knit, it kind of has this weird, almost fuzzy effect to it. It's kind of odd. Some people like it and some people don't. So that's why I say, please order a test swatch before you order multiple yards of the fabric, unless you already know exactly what you're going to get and you know how it's going to print, or you're totally fine taking that gamble, go for it. But I do highly recommend test swatches. I'm gonna upload the links for the fabrics in this description, because like I said, I did update mall fabric, but when I went to actually revise the original design on the original link, it was not showing the scale correctly. And I remembered that I had to do some weird stuff that Spoonflower walked me through in order to even get the design originally to appear properly in the preview window. So when I'm uploading the revision of it, it's got those same weird settings, and I don't actually know how to undo them because they've already been put into place. So the fabric wasn't showing up to scale, and it was really stressing me out. So I just took that off of public viewing, so you can't purchase that fabric now. But I've uploaded the same fabric with the revised design. So what it does now, instead of doing like a weird mirrored repeat, it actually repeats perfectly, and there's no weirdness with like the shapes mirroring in a weird way, like halfway down your fabric. So that's new. And I also made the design wider, so that way you're able to actually print it on, say, like the Performance Pique, however you pronounce that fabric, like stuff like that, that prints much wider. It'll print all the way to the edge instead of having a weird repeat bar or being blank. But like I said, in order to get that design uploaded properly, I had to upload it new, which I already had because that's how I ordered my test swatch when I needed to make sure it was printing correctly. So the link is different. I'm going through trying to update the link in all of my posts, and that's part of why I'm making this video, so I can get everyone informed on what's going on and include the new links below. So on that note, I don't think I have anything else to add. I hope that everyone continues to enjoy their fabrics. Like I said, I'm probably going to make some more, but I'm going to do it at my own leisure. I've got some fun stuff I've been kind of working on for myself, and I've been working a lot, about 40-ish hours a week, and then I've also got other stuff going on that has been taking up my time. So I've been very busy, and I will continue to be very busy for a while, but it's good. So when I have more information for you guys or more updates, I'll let you know. Otherwise, if you have any questions, you can feel free to send me a direct message or post a comment. Be patient if I don't get back to you right away. And yeah, so on that note, I'm gonna head out, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope this helped some people somewhat. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.